Are you looking for the best Bluetooth speakers? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best Bluetooth speakers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Bose SoundLink Max. The Bose SoundLink Max ticked all my boxes. Bose designs typically focus on a somewhat rugged aesthetic, and that branding is definitely on display here. Its boombox build is built to resist bumps and scrapes, but visually, it doesn't hold a visual candle to the Marshall Middleton, my mid-range pick. Still, the rugged build is what helped cement it as a top pick, as I dropped it and it didn't show any marks. The speaker offers a convenient detachable rope handle, which made it easy to move around my home. If you want, you can add a shoulder strap, though that's sold separately for an extra $45. The carry handle suffices, and you'll need it. This speaker is 4.8 pounds, which is heavy for a portable speaker. Buttons on the top are easy to find and use, too. Its stereo sound is exemplary. Basses sound deep, mids and trebles balance wonderfully. One of my favorite examples of just how this speaker delivers is with Ashnikko's Daisy, which at the very beginning hits deep basses that I've found is difficult for speakers to play properly. The Bose hits this bass note with ease, while balancing the rest of the frequencies. For context, only a handful of Bluetooth speakers I tested hit that particular note. Bose's app is one of the best around, with easy-to-use controls and simple EQ software. You don't get any presets, but you can adjust each frequency. I missed presets, but at least Bose makes it simple to tune your music to your preferences. The stereo only faces in one direction, but even so, still had robust audio that rivaled 360-degree speakers. Another feature that sets this speaker apart from the pack? Its IP67 waterproof rating, which is great for pool parties, but it's the fact that it floats that really wowed me. During a briefing, one of the Bose representatives tied a rope to its strap and threw the speaker smack dab into the middle of a pool. On the other hand, don't expect it to float and play music. The speaker faces downward into the water, so you'll get no audio. That said, it won't sink to the bottom of the ocean, so that's great peace of mind for beach parties. Battery life gets you around 20 hours on a charge. Keep in mind that you'll need to keep the original Bose cord, as it won't charge with other cables, based on my testing. Even so, the speaker can charge your phone using any USB-C cable. It's pricier compared to the other options on this list, but for that $400 price tag, its extra features make it worth that splurge. Number 2. Anker Soundcore Select 4 Go. The Anker Soundcore Select 4 Go surpassed my expectations. Just larger than the palm of my hand, it has a strap hook to carry it via a carabiner. It only has a few buttons: play, pause, power, Bluetooth and volume. On the corner, you'll find a single USB-C port with a silicone cover to block moisture. It can be placed horizontally or vertically with the help of 4 little feet on the bottom, which is a nice, unexpected feature. To be clear, this isn't the best Bluetooth speaker I tested for audio quality. Even with bass boost on, the lower frequencies simply can't match that of its more expensive competitors. However, at this price point, the fact that it can hit as many of the frequencies as does is pretty darn impressive, and the quality is adequate for casual listeners. Soundcore has built a reputation for creating quality audio equipment for a fraction of the price. Once again, Anker hits the bullseye with this tiny speaker that's less than $50. Be sure that you play around with the EQs. Odds are you'll want to toss on the bass boost EQ over the Soundcore signature sound EQ. That said, it's impressive that given this price point, it even has EQ presets. Other speakers in this price range that I tested don't offer any. Remember Ashnikko's Daisy I mentioned I tested with Bose? The Select 4 Go can't quite hit those bass notes, and they sound a couple notes higher than they should. That's a problem for me. The 20-hour battery life is impressive, but during testing, it fell a hair short. It's not a big a deal, considering that it's unlikely that you'll play it for 20 continuous hours. It's also a nice perk that it comes with IP67 waterproofing, and after tossing it in my kitchen sink filled with water, I can confirm it floats. Number 3. Marshall Emberton III. The Marshall Emberton III is the best small Bluetooth speaker you can get right now. Sure, the Anker Soundcore Select 4 Go is smaller, but at that size, you're sacrificing some bass and lower frequencies. The Marshall Emberton III is a little bigger, and the boxy shape makes it easy to tuck into a bag or place it literally anywhere. On top, you'll find a few buttons, including a volume control and a toggle that you move to the left and right for forward and rewind. Admittedly, it takes some getting used to. I usually prefer colors other than black, but this design is simply lovely, giving me some serious nostalgia for my father's vintage stereo speakers. The EQs and audio quality sound on par with its sibling, the Marshall Middleton, and regarding lower frequencies, the Middleton edges it out. The bass is simply more powerful on the Middleton. Still, it can more than deliver lower frequencies and make them sound good. It doesn't offer many EQ presets. Choose between the signature Marshall Push, which is essentially the dynamic mode, or voice for your podcasts. I was disappointed that I can't customize EQ, but it does a good job maintaining a rounded listening profile nonetheless. The sound passes through bidirectionally for 360-degree audio, which the company calls true stereophonic audio. Number 4. Brane Audio Brane X. I first heard about the Brane X through word of mouth, when a colleague insisted I needed to make an appointment to see this new speaker at CES 2024. Not one to miss out on innovative audio technologies, I snuck in a last-minute appointment with the Brane team, and it was one of the best choices I've made at any CES show to date. That's because the technology behind it is truly innovative. The company spent years redesigning the subwoofer blueprint, eventually landing on the magnetized repel attract driver, RAD, subwoofer blueprint its speaker, the Brane X, currently uses, and it's very impressive. The Brane X's subwoofer, simply put, is one of the most powerful bass-focused Bluetooth speakers on the market. It blew almost every other speaker I tested out of the water for the raw power its subwoofers deliver. If you're worried about the bass being too powerful, you can choose from 3 levels of bass to customize your listening experience. Even then, it's pretty powerful, but I'm a fan as there have been plenty of times these frequencies sound muddled or get lost in the mix. Also, be prepared to feel the bass shaking every surface around where this speaker gets placed, which to me only enhanced the party. If you are mindful of your neighbors, this might not be the speaker for you. You simply won't be able to draw on its raw power, and to me, as an apartment dweller, that's a disappointment. Number 5. JBL Charge 6. The JBL Charge 6 has a blatantly rugged build. On one hand, it's drop-resistant, so it's going to withstand a ton of bumps and scrapes. It's so sturdy that JBL jokingly recommends on its company website not tossing the speaker around to impress your friends, and there's a certain degree of truth to that claim. My cat decided to test this for me by knocking it off a desk, and it still looks brand new. It's rated IP68 for water and dust proofing, and it can handle a 1-meter drop to concrete with ease. The speaker's rubber feet help it stay firmly in place on most surfaces, and on the top, there's 2 grooves where a removable carry handle can lock into place. The strap is easy to add and remove, too. It makes it easy to carry around and set on most surfaces, and because it's more lightweight compared to other speakers I tested, that helps cement its winner in the portable Bluetooth speakers category. If you're seeking an intuitive app, the JBL app was among the easiest I tested across all brands. Make sure you download the correct app. There's the JBL Portable app, which is for Bluetooth speakers, and the JBL Headphones app, which is for their headphones, and they look similar in the App Store. It's easy to connect and there's virtually no learning curve when you want to adjust the EQs. Choose from the JBL Signature, Chill, Energetic, Vocal or Custom. I personally recommend Energetic since it gives the music extra vibrancy, and the audio quality is pretty good out of the box. There's an AI boost feature that I felt made the music a little tinny, so I opted not to use it. I found some of the presets to be lacking. For example, I thought Chill muddled the quality too much for my taste,